Okay, I'm kind of freaking out. I didn't expect this. But to appreciate why I'm freaking out, you have to understand what happened yesterday. I arrived early in Austin yesterday, and I was super excited to try an unsupervised robotaxi, but the entire day was incredibly discouraging. I waited for hours, walked all over the city, and could barely get a robotaxi to pick me up at all. And the few robotaxis I actually did get throughout the entire day, every single one had a supervisor in them. But fast forward to this morning. I wake up, check the app, and see that in 3 minutes, a robotaxi can come pick me up. Now everybody's tracking these robotaxis, so the license plates of known unsupervised robotaxis are documented, and the one coming to pick me up was not on the list. So I figured again I was getting a supervised robotaxi, only to walk out of the hotel and see nobody in the Tesla at all. This is it, y'all. This is what we've been waiting years and years to experience: an unsupervised, driverless robotaxi taking us from point A to point B while we get to relax. So I want to take you along for this historic first ride in a driverless Tesla robotaxi and share what I learned. The entire trip was quite an adventure though, so if you'd like to know more about my supervised and further unsupervised robotaxi rides, just let me know down in the comments, and I can follow this one up with even more information about what I learned while I was investigating Tesla's robotaxi network down in Austin, Texas. All right, everybody, here we are in the supervisorless robotaxi. It gave me time to set up my camera and everything. It's not yelling at me yet. It has the hazards on. Nobody's behind me. I can't really tell. I'm gonna move this. Can't move the mirror. Okay. But this is insane. Here we are. I'm gonna just enjoy this for a moment and just take it all in, because this is what we have been waiting for. Hopefully your view of everything is okay, because I can't see the camera that well, but that's fine. And let's see, we can't interact with really anything until we start to move along here. Pull over button is grayed out. I don't want to touch that. Support might call me soon. I don't want to mess with them, but I think we're ready to go here. We're in self-drive, obviously 0 miles per hour. There's no battery indicator or anything. And we got park, reverse neutral drive. None of these up at the top seem to be working. And we'll arrive at 10:56. So let's start the ride. Oh my goodness. And this is it, man. We are in the supervisorless robotaxi. What is going on here? Oh man. All right, so we're making our very first left turn here of an unsupervised robotaxi. This is just too crazy. Oh my goodness. And what is it doing? Oh my gosh, no. Oh, that was scary. So it kind of went around something in the road there. I don't know what that was, but if it screws up, there's nothing anyone can do. Okay, this is definitely a much different feeling than, sorry, I'm a little lost for words. I just can't believe this is actually happening. Yesterday was very discouraging, because I could barely get any robotaxi. And now we are just chilling in this supervisorless, driverless robotaxi. I mean, I guess I'm kind of supervising, but I'm not an employee, right? I'm not gonna take over. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not responsible. I could go to sleep right now. I could text. And I'm just chilling here. This is just, I don't know. It's just unbelievable. I almost can't even believe I'm sitting in here right now. So we're heading over to, I don't know, this coffee spot, whatever. And now here's the other cool thing. This thing picked me up at my hotel. So I didn't have to go anywhere. I didn't have to do anything. So if I was a normal person using this vehicle to get to work, or, I was on a trip and staying at that hotel, this thing would have came and picked me up. I wouldn't have even known. There was no way to know that this was going to be happening. So pretty incredible to see this. So we got the green light here. Immediately takes off. I mean, I got to imagine, this person to the right is kind of coming towards us. I got to imagine that it's going to feel pretty similar to how, my vehicle feels. I don't think it's going to be all that different. So we have the gold path there, which the supervised robotaxis also have. I actually kind of love that. It's nice to have that distinction. That makes me think it's, again, different from the software on my car. Now, I don't think there's much we can interact with here. The passenger airbag is on, and it looks like the driver airbag is not. Is that? No. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It just means there's no car seats allowed up here. So if we click the weather, that doesn't do anything. Like in our Teslas, you can click the weather and kind of get a synopsis of different things. The time doesn't do anything. Here's some information. So our way bill, because we're being transported, the time, My name, the driver is FSD. No carrier, no permit number. The license plate, number of passengers is 1. Pickup location, it has the premium parking, so it has the address and the longitude and latitude, and then final destinations. Now, while I was in the Robotaxi, I tried to get deeper into the software because, of course, we want to know what version of full self-driving is running this Robotaxi. But no matter what I tried, I could not get any deeper than the menus you see here. I even tried interacting with the steering wheel because I really wanted to see the backup and side repeater cameras, but there was no way to enable any of the cameras. You couldn't bring up Grok to talk to Grok. You couldn't use really anything on the steering wheel. Even the horn on the steering wheel is disabled. So you can tell Tesla really thought about what they needed to do to get this vehicle ready for public use. And try to press this button. I know everybody, oh shoot, that opened the door. Uh-oh. Resume ride. Okay, so if the car is stopped and you press the open door button, it will open the door. Because again, anyone can go to Austin, Texas right now, download this app, and you may get an unsupervised Robotaxi. The rollout is not very large, but they are out there and anyone in the public can use one of these. Some construction up ahead that it's moving over for. It said that it was gonna call support, but I closed the door, clicked resume ride, and then it just kept going. So that's nice. I don't need support. I know how to close the door. That's all good. But hey, that's good to know. If you, for whatever reason, if the Robotaxi stops and you want to get out, you just hit that button and walk away. You don't have to do anything. Wow, that would be wild. Okay, so wow, we're going through some nice construction here. We'll be able to do this on the way back as well. And no workers are present. It is Sunday, so hopefully they are resting and have the day off. All right, I'm just texting, you know, not looking at all, which is totally fine. I don't need to do that. I don't need to be paying attention, but I want to be. Of course, right now I'm, you know, thinking about what it's doing, analyzing everything. Let me try to see if I can see what you're seeing there. Oh, that's a good view. That's a great view, actually. So let's look around in here. There's nothing in the middle. I don't know if you saw AI Driver's Robotaxi video. There was some stuff in there he wasn't supposed to see, I guess. Nothing up here, so you could, you know, have storage. You still have your 12-volt outlet. There is no USB-C there. Is there USB-C up here still? Yep, you get your one USB-C port. All right, we're almost at our destination, so we're gonna change this really quick. And I wanna go to Olive Garden. Obviously, that's the place to go. So I'll just confirm that. And let's see how fast, wow, it instantly changed. So it's calculating. Wow, that was fast. So the second I press that button, oh my goodness, 28-minute Robotaxi ride. Let's go. That's crazy. Now, when I tried the Tesla Robotaxi back in June at the initial launch, every single ride was $4.20, no matter how short or long the ride was. Now, of course, this was just a joke from Tesla and it was very funny, but Tesla has since updated the prices and they are seriously impressive. My shortest and lowest cost Robotaxi ride of this visit was $1.49, which is just insanely cheap. This was about a half-mile, 5-minute ride. The most expensive and longest drive I had, actually the one you're watching right now in this unsupervised Robotaxi, was $7.40. It was over 32 minutes long and took me 6.4 miles. I compared the costs of the Robotaxi to Waymo while I was there, and from what I could see, the Waymo was more than 4 times more expensive than the Tesla Robotaxi. One Robotaxi trip I took back to my hotel cost $4.57, and when I opened up the Uber app and finally did get a Waymo offered to me, it was over $21 for the exact same trip. On top of that, something that is just as valuable is today's sponsor, Delete Me. Your personal information like your name, email address, phone number, where you work, and even your family members is being collected and sold by data brokers. When requested, data brokers are legally obligated to delete this information, but there are hundreds of websites out there and you could spend hours and hours every day requesting these takedowns and there would still be more to do. But with today's sponsor, Delete Me, you just take a few minutes to sign up with Delete Me and they will do all of the hard work for you, saving you hours and hours of time. I've been using Delete Me for over 2 years at this point, and I have continually seen my information disappearing from these data broker websites. The big problem is these data brokers are relentless and they continually pop up new websites and continue to scrape, collect, and sell your personal information. When your personal information is collected like this, it can unfortunately lead to spam, phishing, and other scams, which is why you want to use my link down below, joindeleteme.com/dirtytesla, save 20% and get your personal information removed from these data brokers. Delete Me will send you a report so you can see exactly what information of yours was on these websites, where it was, and what was deleted. So don't wait, use that link down below, and thank you so much to Delete Me for sponsoring this video. This left turn, and then we're gonna take a right turn like right away. Wow, nice job there. Man, that's good. You could just feel it looking around as it made that left turn. It was looking to the right because you couldn't see to the right very well. Excuse me. So I would love to be able to make this map more zoomed in. Right now the map is zoomed all the way out so we can see the entire route. I can't see each maneuver coming up. Again, I get it. It's a Robotaxi. None of that matters. Like, it doesn't matter. But some people kind of want to know, oh, what do you know, where are we going? What are we going to do? So it's just kind of hard to see the details of the trip just based on this map that they let you see. Again, I'm always about options, right? Some people like this zoomed out map. Some people don't care at all, so it doesn't matter. And some people would like the zoomed in map. So just having those different options, it's software, it doesn't matter that much. Lots of unprotected lefts here. So I'm pretty surprised by that. So one of the things I've talked about in the past in regards to getting this done is when we're at this stage right now, a little bit of braking there. I think it saw that pedestrian to the left. And I'm not responsible. There's nothing I could do right now besides calling support, pressing the pullover button, or ripping the manual, door open button. There's nothing I could do right now to interfere with the ride. The car's gonna do what it's gonna do. So one thing I've talked about is avoiding left turns because, like UPS does that, it saves them fuel, it's more efficient, it's safer, it saves them time. Like everything about avoiding left turns leads to a positive benefit to UPS's drivers. They get their routes done faster, they use less fuel, and it's safer. There is really no drawbacks to that strategy. So I would not be surprised. There's what is that, a Zoox right there? Yep, that's a Zoox. I would not be surprised to see Tesla. Oh, nice. What the heck? Oh my gosh, it was crazy. It alarmed for her and everything. I waved because I wanted her to go. She didn't even double take. She just like waved back at me as if I have any control over the vehicle. Holy crap, that's funny. Sorry. So, I would not be surprised to see Tesla implement something similar. Why would you not want more efficiency, more safety, and possibly faster rides? But they're doing lots of left turns here, lots of unprotected left. It's kind of weird. Why is this guy backing up into us? Oh. I'm surprised Robotaxi is not getting away from them. All right. All right. I guess they just wanted to back up a little bit. They're well behind the line, so I don't know about that. So I'm surprised to not see that implemented, to be honest, to see so many left turns like right off the bat. But, if the car can do them safely, why not? It just seems like, again, when you're not in control, when the robot's doing it, you're just chilling in the Robotaxi, it would be a great strategy to implement. So again, immediately when we get these greens, the car is, taking that, going forward. It's doing a great job. Let me pack up some of my stuff here so I don't forget anything. That's the other thing. What if I leave something in here? I guess you call support and go pick it up somewhere from them. But this is pretty crazy. Now I got to put out a little bit of skepticism, okay? Don't hate me, guys, but I'm trying to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So I was posting yesterday on X about the Robotaxis. I can barely get one, whatever. And now, right off the bat, within 3 minutes, this driverless Robotaxi was available. Now, here is what was interesting about summoning this Robotaxi. So I was at my hotel, and I slept in because there's no kids, so I slept in. And I get up, and the first thing I do is check my phone because my hotel's in the Robotaxi. I mean, the Robotaxi area is pretty large now. There's tons of hotels within it. But when I came here last time, you had to make sure you were in it, right? You didn't get a hotel that was outside of the Robotaxi area if you wanted to be within it. Can I charge my phone here? Let's try that. Sorry, you know me. And the phone is charging. So I pick up the iPhone specifically because there's no Android app, and I check for a Robotaxi, and right away it said within 3 minutes you'll have a Robotaxi. I said, oh, okay, cool, let me get ready and we'll go. So I get ready, open the phone, again, within 3 minutes you'll have a Robotaxi. And I go, okay, well, that's a lot better than yesterday. Let's check this out. Maybe everybody's still sleeping or who knows what's going on. As I'm getting ready, I left the phone open, and then it changed and it said 20 minutes. And I was like, darn, well, I'm not gonna do that because I feel like 20 minutes could be, now I'm learning it's not. But I was feeling like 20 minutes could be outside of the driverless Robotaxi area, and that was going to be the next Robotaxi available. Wow, nice job through that blinking yellow. Oh man, through these two thin little things. Man, I want to reminisce about the old videos. Old versions, we have the same thing in Ann Arbor. Old versions would hit the brakes there at those signs. Then it switched back to the 3 minute one. So I watched the app for a while, and it kept switching between a ride is available in 3 minutes and a ride is available in 20 minutes. And so what I think is happening is, there's multiple robotaxis out there, and it's basically just getting you the next best one that's available. And so this specific car kept becoming available. So it seems like somebody was probably using it, is my guess. But if you're within the very close driverless robotaxi area, then you have a good chance to get one if it's that close to you. So my plan now is I'm gonna let this drop me off like it's a legit ride, and I'm gonna try to get it again, and I'm gonna see how far away we can get, because the idea was that the robotaxi is only in this very small area. Now I gotta admit, we still got 20 minutes left on this drive, and map wise it's not huge. Maybe there's a lot of traffic at some point we're gonna hit, but I gotta say, just from the impressions I got online from other people sharing their experiences talking about this, I thought we would have a much smaller area that the robotaxi could drive in. This is a lot farther away than I thought it would let me go. But I guess while we're sitting here, I can fast forward some of this for you, and I will try to find something that's a lot farther away. So this is a really weird thing that I'm seeing, and this is part of what's adding to our time. Is I'll take a screenshot of this, but on the map, you probably can't see it. I'll add the screenshot. It could go straight here, and I don't know, maybe the road is closed or something. We'll see when we get there. But it's going right and going way north and then turning left to avoid a lot of different streets in the middle there. There may be something, where the city said no driverless cars can go in this area, or there's something difficult about that road. I can't tell what the road is called. It just popped up. The road is West Oltorf Street, so whatever that is, again, maybe it's under construction or something. But the car is avoiding that road, even though it would take us to our destination. It would probably cut this trip in half, the rest of this trip. But we have 18 minutes left. It'd probably take 10 minutes off of this trip if it did that. So weird that it's avoiding that. So what I'm going to try to do here is, if I look at the map, University of Texas is north of the river. And when I was here last time, Robotaxi couldn't go there at all. So let's see. Yeah, okay. So if I select something outside of the geofence of the Robotaxi, I get this message: no route available, try a different destination. So there is still definitely a geofence. What if we go way south here? Let's go to Texas Neuro Rehab Center. Okay, if I click that, same thing, no route available. Now let's make sure I'm just not blocked from adding anything, because I think they changed it so you can only change the destination one time. So if I want to go back to Noble Joe Coffee, I can do that. I'm not going to do that right now, but I could go back there. So I'm still able to change the destination, but yeah, there's definitely a geofence. Let's see if I can go somewhere else here. Here, I should be recording the screen so you can actually see what I'm doing. There you go. So what if I try to go to Sway, whatever that is? Let's head over to Sway. So I'm not even paying attention to what the car's doing. Hopefully nothing too crazy is happening here. Oh, Sway. Okay, that's not even the one I was trying to get to, and it can't go there either. So there's definitely still a limit to where the unsupervised robotaxi can go. What about Arise Austin Medical Center? We'll try that. Okay. That's 3.3. Yeah, that one's pretty close, and you can't get there. So if we go, what if we go east of whatever that road is? Zilker Metropolitan Park. Now that one was a crazy one. I did that last time when I was here. And that was hard for the Robotaxi to get to us, so I don't really want to go there. Zilker. Okay, so it can get to the Botanical Gardens. So it looks like it's, as long as it's, I'm going to take screenshots of this, east of that big road there. And we don't actually want to do that, Robotaxi, but thank you. And then I'm going to guess as long as it's west of 233. What do we got over here? Norwood Estate Dog Park. Let's try that. Norwood State. What's the car doing? Okay, it's turning great. Dog Park. Boom. So we can go there too. So that kind of tells us, what we need to know here. You just got to stay within this, smaller boundary of the Robotaxi, and then you can do it. So Good to know, but very, very interesting to see that. So here is where we're going, way far north. Hopefully you can see it on the map. I'm not sure through the video, but I did get a picture of it. That we're going way far north to avoid who knows what. Something. To avoid, I don't know, there's tons of streets over there we could be turning left onto to cut across, and it's just not doing it. But this is a really nice view, looking at the city and trying out this supervisorless Robotaxi. All right, so here we go. We got a green left turn, which should be relatively easy. We've already handled multiple unprotected left turns very well. Turns yellow, the car doesn't flinch. Very, very nice. So yeah, this is the area I was in yesterday. So all I gotta imagine is that there were no supervisorless vehicles yesterday. That's all I can think. And so again, it makes me tiny bit skeptical that I couldn't get any, and then I start posting and oh, magically they're here. But you know, I don't want to overestimate my abilities here. But it's just, I'm always skeptical of that kind of stuff. I always kind of, I don't know, the driverless, the supervisorless Robotaxi launch felt a little like a pump to me. I'm not gonna lie. It's obviously happening. Nobody talked to me, or oh, I just heard some noise. What was that? I think one of the cameras might have just got cleaned off. Sounded kind of like a pump sprayer noise. Nobody talked to me. Nobody said like, oh, you can do, you know, because of course Tesla sometimes will invite people to test vehicles or whatever. I was invited to test the Robotaxis back in June, specifically, you know, got an email that said, hey, if you come out, you can use our test flight beta app to access a Robotaxi. None of that happened this time. So there's that aspect, but it's just something about the launch. It just seemed like there were videos about it, and then no one could find them, and then people could find them, and then they were disappeared again. So I don't know, but we're in it. Let's not complain. Let's enjoy. Nice Cybertruck over there. Man, I miss my Cybertruck, especially with this new cheaper one. I was on the website checking it out. I can't afford it, but you know, I was checking it out. All right, so we're waiting for this guy who is waiting for a cyclist. Very nice, very smooth, man. Everything about it has been really nice. We're not getting any hard braking or weird stuff like that. It's just feels great. Now I was curious, let me put down the window. So I can only put down the window like 3 fingers. That's super weird. I'm not sure why they would do that, but that is very strange. So can we summon Grok in here? Let's see. Nope, no Grok. No, that button doesn't work at all. Our camera button, I was saying I want the cameras. Nope, no cameras available to us. Huh, that is unfortunate. I would love to be able to use Grok. Would be really cool in here. Maybe it's one of the apps. Let's see. Nope, no Grok to use at all. That's unfortunate. It would be nice to be able to chat. Again, you can do all that on your phone. But yeah, it seems like none of this is really doing anything. Horn? Oh man, even the horn is disabled? What the heck? That is awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they thought of some stuff here. What if I reach over and hit the brake? No, I'm just kidding. Obviously the brake is still gonna work. That is hardwired, and I'm sure it's always gonna be there for emergency situations and stuff. But I would be interested in the accelerator, because that one could actually be disabled, but someone else is gonna have to learn that for you, I hate to tell you. So I wonder if I could put the driver window down. I really would like to know that. So let's see here. Yep, you can. Ugh, I'm not gonna put it down, but you can actually do the driver window too. So, man, I really wish I could put my window down more. That's one thing I really wanted to do, is try to cover one of the cameras and see if it would try to clean itself, but I'm not gonna be able to do that from in here anyway. But maybe next time I can put something on there that it can clean off and give it the opportunity. Yeah, so this road, these are all places where I was yesterday. So, you know, I was in the right area for this to, obviously it can drive here. It's driving here right now. There just wasn't anything available. Yep, I was waiting right here trying to get a Robotaxi, and this is the area I was sitting in for a long time. with nothing available, and I started walking, taking the hour walk back to my hotel, which, you know, that's fine. I got a lot of steps in yesterday. That's good for me. But I was just trying to get this supervisorless Robotaxi. So someone on X just asked me to fold up the sun visor here. Said I want to test something. So I don't know. Have they all been down like that? So I did it. Oh man, we're gonna gather my belongings. We're almost there. Let's see. We have how many minutes? Arriving soon at 11:20, so 1 minute. It's kind of weird. It should say how many minutes left. Maybe it did before it said make sure to gather your belongings. I wouldn't really pay attention to it. So yeah, again, I was in this place. This is exactly where I was yesterday, trying to get a Robotaxi. So once I hop out, I'm gonna immediately again. Oh, I gotta take my stuff. Well, I'll have a minute to get my stuff out. I'm gonna immediately again try to summon another one of these, and see what happens. So if I take my seatbelt off, which I like to do in the parking lot, yeah, fasten seatbelt or the vehicle will pull over. That's fine. You just put it back. It's all good. That's the same as the supervised one. I actually did take it off and just waited, and it took me still to the destination in the parking lot. So you got maybe a minute or something before it'll pull over. But it wants you to wait till you are actually stopped, which I guess makes sense. So this is where I could see it kind of getting in a parking spot. I don't know. This is fine. All right, cool. We're here. Zero intervention. I can't believe it. Please exit safely. Thank you for riding. Remember to take your belongings with you. All information will be cleared for your privacy. So, all right. That was a very good first ride. I'll check in with you pretty soon. So here we are after the fact. It's still there. I'm recording it leaving. How was your ride? It was awesome. Great. What went well? I don't need to tell you. It just was good. We'll leave a 420 tip. Just kidding. Can't leave a tip to a robot. So we'll submit that. I don't want to rate your app. And we're going to try to go back. There it goes. It's finally leaving. It's been, about a minute. It's been sitting there. I don't know if it's going to pick someone up or had the wrong turn signal on there or what it's doing, but I want to get back to here. Your ride can arrive in 1 minute. That's probably the same car. Yes, it is. So it's just going to loop around here. There it goes. It's going to loop around and pick me up one more time. I should have just left my camera in there. But we'll just hop back in and go for another ride.